Welcome back to today's video. In today's video, I'm giving you a detailed procedure and recipe of making your chinchin crunchy and yummy. So first of all, I measured out my 3 mudu of all-purpose flour and 1.5 tablespoon of baking powder. So in it, I added 4 cups of sugar, but you can make it 3 if you prefer, but 4 cups is my perfect recipe for 3 mudu of flour. I think 3 mudu is equivalent to, I used 8 cups per mudu, so times 3. And then after mixing the dry ingredients together, I also added nutmeg. After mixing all the dry ingredients together, then you add in your Sima's margarine. I used 3. So we are going for this buttery, crunchy, milky chinchin. Yes, that's what we are going for. So at this stage, I added in the extra 1 cup. So after mixing that thoroughly, and you can see that the mixture, the margarine is well incorporated, then you make a well in the middle and start adding in your wet ingredients. So this is 2 cups of milk. So I just dissolved 3 tablespoons of lacto-rich milk into the water that gave me 2 cups of milk. And then I added in the eggs. That's 6 eggs. And then I added 1 extra cup of water, the water I used to rinse off the plates. So this is another cup of water, making it, so in all I used 5 cups of room temperature water. So the trick to making a very perfect chinchin is to make sure that your ingredients are not in excess. You will even be safer if they are not even enough than for it to be excess, because if you have excess butter, it will soak oil and it will just be a mess. If you have too much egg, it will foam, the oil will foam uncontrollably. If there is too much baking powder, it will turn into buns. So there are so many things that will go wrong if your recipes are not accurate, if your measurements are not accurate. So it's even safer to take less than to take too much, because if you take less, highest it will be too strong. That's the only thing, and it will still be edible. So it's better to follow the perfect recipe and get yourself a yummy, creamy, milky, crunchy chinchin. So after mixing it thoroughly, just to combine it, as you see me, I was doing it. I was just making sure I combine all the ingredients together, not kneading it. So I divided into 4 and I'll start working with 1 section. So it's better to divide it so that you work with the part that you know you can work with. Chinchin is not something you come and roll again and start re-kneading the excess. So it's better to just work with the portion, even as it is, that you can still divide it and work with that portion first, then before you pick the next one. So you roll it out, dust your work surface and roll out. So turn it over and stretch it again so you get the perfect stretch. And as you are stretching, it's adding to the smoothness of the dough, because we didn't need this, we only combined it. So that process of stretching also helps to smoothen things out. So at the end of this video, I'm going to be giving you a detailed list of ingredients and their prices, at least an estimate, because it depends on where you are buying yours from, of how much it costs to make this 3 mudu of flour for chinchin, and the list of all the ingredients and everything. So after rolling it out, just get yourself this pizza cutter to make it easier, but if you don't have this, you can use your knife. So dust your tray, and then it's time for us to start cutting. I'm going to be cutting it with my kitchen scissors. So I didn't use the pizza cutter to cut it across, because I noticed that if I cut it across, some of them are going to stick, and the scissors just makes it faster for me. You can see how fast I'm doing it, as if I'm on fast forward speed. And if you have other people helping you, they'll just cut all of this. So as you're cutting it, you are spreading your hands around the tray so it doesn't just stuck up in one part. So you can see it's moving and it's very free, and all of them are separated. That's what you are going for. This is the brand of vegetable oil I used. So just drop in a bit of onions, and when it's well fried, you can see that the oil is very hot, and then you go in with the chinchin dough. So another trick is for you not to overcrowd your pan so that it will fry faster. And it's good to continuously stir so that all the parts will be evenly browned, that golden brown color that we are going for. So you can see at this stage, see the color that it's giving us. So this is the point where you take it off the oil, because as it's cooling down, it's also cooking inside because of the temperature. So at that stage, it's perfect to start scooping it out and strain it properly before transferring it into your basket. So at the end of frying, this is what we have. You can see our freshly fried, crunchy, milky chinchin. I'm a chinchin queen, oh. Anyway, you see me, call me the chinchin queen. The chinchin was giving what it's supposed to give. It was perfect. So if you've been looking for a chinchin recipe to follow, if you want to make your Christmas chinchin, your bulk chinchin, this is the recipe you should go for. That is if you want quality. So this is the remaining oil, so I'm going to sieve this and use it for other purposes. I added the oil actually when I was frying. I even finished the whole 2.75 liters, and that was what was left. So you can check the calculation and see if it was worth it or not. I think that liters is 2.75 liters. So I'm just pouring them into these containers to keep. The cost of the items, I got 3 mudu of flour for 1/8 per mudu, which is 5 for eggs 250 times 6, which is 15, milk 1000, margarine 1000. I got 3 for 3000, oil 5000. I estimated the portion I used to be 5000, and then sugar 4 cups for 1 for total 17300. Was it worth it? Let me know your thoughts. So just pack them in airtight containers, and it will last for as long as you would finish munching on your chinchin. That is if it will last. Because the yumminess is irresistible. So this is what we have, guys. And if you've been watching my videos up till today, day 24, I am so grateful and I appreciate you all. Please kindly like, share and subscribe. So when I want to give it out during this Christmas period, I'll just pack it in this nylon and then use this twist to package it. So as any kind of packaging that you prefer and can afford is what you'll go for. So this was what I went with. I think this is presentable enough. This is the most affordable presentation that you can give to your chinchin. So I got this whole pack for 115. Yes, 15. Then I got the twist for 500 naira for that whole pack. I don't even know how many is inside, but it's a lot. And that nylon is, this transparent nylon is, I think 100 in a pack. So this is what we have, and thank you for watching. Bye.